Also, right now, the night team is following up. It was last night in this newscast. We told you about the massive JCPS budget cuts voted in by the school board. One cut means 6 high schools will now wait for their turf fields to be completed. WHAS 11 night team's Alex Dieterer and photojournalist Emma Gefter have more on the impact this has on students and teachers.
When students at Butler walk onto the track at their high school, this is what they see. Faded lines, cracks. But that's not all. Patches of worn, dead grass here on the football field at Butler Traditional High School, which will now have to wait an additional year to be replaced by a turf field.
I feel like a lot of students at Butler particularly, they just feel forgotten most of the time.
Butler senior Jorge Bass Bautista. His school is one of 6 high schools in Jefferson County having their turf field construction delayed.
You see schools around us like PRP and other schools around us that get more funding, get more attention than Butler. And I feel like Butler, it deserves the same recognition, same respect.
Turf fields are just one of the areas feeling the impact of a $150 million budget cut over the next 2 years for the district. The delay alone cuts $8.5 million from the annual budget.
They were originally budgeted around $2.7 million per year, and now the costs are coming in at about $4.2.
Butler boys soccer head coach Mario Carrillo addressed the board Tuesday night before their unanimous decision to approve the budget.
That was a gut punch. It was even worse the next day when I told all 55 of my soccer players that we're not going to get what we were told we're going to get.
Butler head girls track coach Karen Henderson followed suit, blaming the track's cracks and condition on runners' injuries.
We have suffered hip injuries. We've got stress fractures, shin splints. My runners right now could not hardly run this past weekend because of shin splints. So
the track and field at Butler have been open since 1954. The track at Butler was last rehabbed in 2019. JCPS said in part, quote, "We're prioritizing capital construction funding for previously approved new schools, repairs and upgrades of school buildings with projects like replacing outdated HVAC systems and repairing roofs."
Why is it that Butler doesn't have all these resources, all this funding, when they've proven themselves that they have the students capable of achieving such greatness?
Jorge has spent his last day at Butler and is now moving on to study engineering at U of L, but wants to leave his now alma mater in good condition for the generations to come.
Just seeing the other underclassmen, you know, they have a bright future ahead of them, and I just want the best for them.
Hoping to level the playing field. In Louisville, Alex Dieterer, the WHAS 11 night team on your side.
So the plan now is for the projects to be finished by fall of 2027. 11 JCPS turf and stadium projects have been completed or are in progress. That is since last summer.